Hello everyone, it is Pat with our Oracle card reading and message for Saturday the 14th of September 2013. For today's reading I'm using the magical message, the Fairies, and I'm also using the Flower Therapy Oracle card deck, both by Doreen Virtue, but this one also includes Robert Reeves. And this is a great new card deck, and the fairies are the guardians of the plant and the animal world anyways, so I thought it would be interesting to work with them together. So I've attempted a couple times to get this video recorded, so I've already got some cards for today. The first one that came out from the fairies is admit your true feelings to yourself, and it says, be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. And I would add to that, only you know what it is that is truly at the heart of it for you. Okay? So, this is both a message to do this, to admit your true feelings to yourself. I feel like it's also an indicator that this may be what's taking place for you today. You know, Saturday is a day where, you know, for some people it's a busy day, they do a lot of errands. For other people it's a day to just chill out, relax, take some time off. And it may sort of just reflect you may feel like you just need some time away from, you know, all the noisiness, the hectic schedule, you know, maybe getting away from people around you into the outside, so you can sort things out within yourself. That's what this card's, you know, feels like to me today as I look at it. Now, I know for some people Saturday is still a pretty busy day. It's still a work day for some people. So this card is urging you, as soon as you have that time, and it's encouraging you to make that time for yourself so that you can do the very same thing. It's part of preparing, you know, us preparing to enter into that new chapter, which yesterday's cards spoke to. We had the goddess of the unknown, who was talking about the fact that there was a new chapter opening up in your life. And of course, with endings and beginnings, there's always a lot of feelings that come up. So this card is encouraging us to take some time out and admit and acknowledge those feelings. It often comes up when there's some kind of feeling that we may be avoiding having, that we may be avoiding acknowledging. You know, for those of us who are on a path of spiritual and personal growth, sometimes if you know, what we would call ugly or uncomfortable feelings come up, you know, those darker emotions, the more negative ones that we think of, you know, we don't want to acknowledge sometimes that we have those. And so we try to avoid them. Especially if you are, you know, a very spiritual person, an energy worker, you know, it might feel like an abuse of your power, knowing how our thoughts and feelings affect other things and other people. This is just encouraging you to admit and acknowledge that it's there. And, you know, by doing that, it helps it to dissipate and move forward. And do it, you know, it's all about admitting your feelings and without judgment, okay? And as this card says, it's also about admitting, because only you know what you truly desire. So it's about acknowledging that part of you, that if there is something that is desiring more, something that's desiring something different than the path that you're on, either because people wanted you to be on that path or you thought it was the right path for you and now you're realizing it's not, it's encouraging you to just be honest with yourself about those feelings, because once you acknowledge them, you know, it'll be easier, well, it becomes more clear what the appropriate action is to take. You know, maybe you need to speak up, talk about your feelings to someone, but initially it's about time away to sort through them and acknowledge them for yourself. So this is part of what you may find is going on today for you, or you may find the desire or the need for that. The cards, all right, so from the Flower Therapy Oracle cards, we got the hydrangea, first step. And it says, breaking down this problem into tiny pieces makes it easy to take the first step. So, and again, as you kind of sort through your feelings, this is about, you know, it's helping you to organize. yourself and figure out what it is that you really need to do. And this is part of the message that they're telling you as to how to do that. You know, break it down into smaller steps. This card is also about delegating. So if something is feeling very overwhelming to you, like you can't possibly figure out how you're going to get out of something, how you're going to do something, what have you, it's about breaking it down into smaller steps and also, you know, delegating, being willing to delegate a little bit of it so it doesn't feel so overwhelming to you. It's about getting organized. You know, if you're going to change something, if you're going to move forward in a new direction, what's the very first step that you need to take? It may be doing more research. It may be calling someone. As you sort through your feelings, you know, it'll help you figure out and break down something that feels overwhelming and putting it into smaller. It'll help you organize it into those smaller steps. The other card that came out is beautiful yellow. It's the yellow lily, and it says financial healing. It says your money struggles are a thing of the past. Be open to all avenues to receiving, and you'll be provided for in every way. Okay? Now, a lot of times when we see this, be open to receiving, I mean, maybe our first thought is, well, why wouldn't I be open to receiving money? And for the most part, we wouldn't be. But this says be open to all avenues of receiving. Sometimes when we, you know, if we were to step into a place where we were to receive lots of money, as I heard one teacher I listened to one time, he said, money's the biggest, how did he say it? It's the biggest judgeable offense on the planet or something like that. A lot of people are afraid of the judgments that they may receive by having a lot of money. This is just an example. But it's about an awareness of being open up to all avenues of receiving. And all the little things, all the good that comes your way, that's all a form of abundance. And as we open ourselves to allowing ourselves to receive more in a variety of areas, it opens the financial avenues too. So I'm actually going to look in the booklet at a little bit of what Robert and Doreen have to say about this card, because I'm curious. It says, you may have endured some difficult times recently and felt that an increase in prosperity would make it all better. Well, your prayers have been answered. Take this card as a sign that heaven has heard your prayers about your financial concerns and is bringing you abundance. So this sounds like it's also about real, tangible, spendable money. Your finances are on the mend and becoming more balanced right now. You deserve to have all that you need to live a happy, fulfilled, and comfortable life. So knowing that your bills will always be paid and your finances are secure could help you attain this. It says, everyone is born with the same rights and opportunities as every other person. And when you recognize that you're just as deserving of financial abundance as anyone else, it begins to find its way to you. The angels and Yellow Lily want to help. Allow their energies into your life to adjust your relationship with money. So this is about, as it says, healing. So maybe part of what, you know, the underlying feelings and the taking the first steps have to do very much with healing your financial situation. Whatever it is that you're working with right now. And maybe it's some new projects or elements that you're launching, new programs. Maybe you're going into self-employment and launching a new business. And as you acknowledge your feelings around that, take the first steps, it's going to provide some financial healing for you. So take heart in that. It's a great reading to get for a Saturday. And those are the messages I get from that. So I hope you have a lovely Saturday, and I look forward to speaking with you very soon. Take care, everyone.